Okay, get this. Today's deep dive takes us into the world of juggling and flow arts.
It's funny how we tend to relegate juggling to the realm of children's parties and talent shows, isn't it?
And before you click away thinking, yeah, seen it at the circus, trust me, we're going way beyond the basics here.
But in reality, it's a practice that stretches back millennia, interwoven with history, culture, and even brain science.
We're talking uncovering the hidden depths of this art form with excerpts from The Comprehensive Guide to Juggling and Flow Arts. Everything you're missing out on as our trusty sidekick.
Right. The guide even calls it out. We're missing out on a whole lot by underestimating juggling.
A trip down memory lane is a good place to start.
So consider this your crash course on why juggling deserves a standing ovation.
You know, most people are surprised to learn that juggling predates the Roman Empire.
We're talking ancient Egypt, over 4,000 years ago.
So it wasn't just pharaohs and pyramids. They had juggling acts too.
Archaeologists have uncovered depictions of jugglers in ancient Egyptian tombs.
What were they juggling back then?
While the exact props remain a mystery, the fact that juggling was depicted in such significant places, like tombs, suggests it held deeper meaning.
Think rituals, celebrations, maybe even military displays of skill and coordination. So not just entertainment, but potentially woven into the fabric of their society.
Exactly. And it underscores how juggling has transcended time and culture.
That adds a whole new layer of intrigue to those ancient juggling acts.
The guide does a fantastic job of showcasing this evolution by highlighting the sheer variety of props and equipment used throughout history and in contemporary practice.
Let's talk about that, because it's not just about tossing balls in the air, is it?
It's amazing how the world of juggling props has evolved alongside the art form itself.
The Comprehensive Guide to Juggling and Flow Arts dives into a whole treasure trove of tools.
Even something as seemingly simple as a juggling ball has countless variations.
Yeah, the guide mentions the classics, but then you've got LED balls for these dazzling illuminated performances, and even thuds, underfilled balls that don't roll away when dropped.
Absolutely.
A godsend for beginners, maybe.
And for more experienced jugglers, there are Russian balls known for their stability and precise weight.
It's like juggling has its own language of props, each with its own unique purpose and history.
They're often favored for complex routines and technical tricks.
Precisely. And let's not forget juggling clubs.
The guide does a deep dive into these, from the classic design to variations like torches and LED clubs, each adding a new dimension to performance.
And for those who like to push boundaries, there's the Diabolo, devil sticks, contact juggling, even this thing called a Levi wand that supposedly creates the illusion of floating.
The Levi wand is a perfect example of how juggling can blur the lines between skill, technology, and illusion.
So we've got ancient history, we've got cutting-edge innovation. The Comprehensive Guide to Juggling and Flow Arts really emphasizes just how diverse and globally connected this world is.
It's a relatively new addition to the flow arts world, but it's rapidly gaining popularity for its visual appeal and mesmerizing movements.
It's more than just a hobby, right? It's a whole subculture.
Absolutely.
And what makes this deep dive so compelling is that we're about to unravel not just a set of physical skills, but a whole universe of possibilities within juggling and flow arts.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying juggling's got this, like, historical passport and more variety than you can shake a Diabolo at.
It really does. And what's fascinating is
But this Comprehensive Guide to Juggling and Flow Arts doesn't stop there.
no, it doesn't. It goes into some pretty profound benefits.
It dives into these benefits that go way beyond just looking cool, which, let's be honest, is a big part of the appeal.
That's what's so fascinating. Juggling isn't just a fun way to pass the time, right? It can actually have a profound impact on our brains and bodies.
It's like a workout for your brain disguised as a circus trick.
The guide highlights cognitive enhancements, physical advantages, even stress relief.
Sign me up. What's going on up there when we start tossing things around?
Well, juggling demands intense concentration,
Okay.
which, over time strengthens your attention span. The constant tracking of multiple objects hones your spatial awareness.
So no more bumping into furniture.
That's it. That ability to judge distances and trajectories, which we use every day.
I'm listening. Keep going. This is good.
Think of it that way. But it goes beyond just spatial awareness. Juggling requires breaking down complex patterns into manageable chunks,
Right.
analyzing throws, and adapting to changing conditions. These skills, they translate directly to problem solving in other areas of life.
I can see that, yeah. When you're learning a new juggling pattern, it's like a puzzle. You have to figure out the timing, the rhythm, the hand movements. It's a mental workout for sure.
Exactly. And while your brain is busy getting smarter, your body reaps the benefits too.
Oh, tell me more.
Juggling, even with just 3 balls, engages muscles in your arms, shoulders, back, and core. Add in clubs or heavier props, and it becomes a full body workout.
So it's like a sneaky workout disguised as fun. No wonder the guy talks about improved coordination, balance, and flexibility as benefits. It all makes sense now.
And the benefits, they extend beyond the physical.
Okay.
The guide highlights the rhythmic and repetitive nature of juggling as being almost meditative.
Oh, interesting.
It requires focus, presence, quieting the mind from everyday anxieties.
It's like active meditation, right? You have to be fully present in the moment, focused on the task at hand, no room for mental chatter when you've got like 5 clubs flying through the air.
And just like any art form, juggling provides an outlet for emotional expression and creativity. The process of mastering a new trick, that feeling of accomplishment, incredibly empowering.
The guide also touches on the sense of community among jugglers. It's not just you and a set of props. It's this whole world of people who share your passion. Can you elaborate on that a bit? What is it about juggling that fosters these connections?
You know, juggling often attracts people who are curious, playful, and love a challenge.
Right.
It's a very welcoming community that transcends age, background, skill level. Gatherings like the International Jugglers Association Festival, they become these celebrations of the shared passion. It's not about competition, but about connection, learning, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
It really is amazing. As we've been talking about juggling and the comprehensive guide to juggling and flow arts, this whole social aspect of juggling keeps coming up.
Yeah.
It's not just you in your basement with a couple tennis balls trying to figure it out from YouTube tutorials.
Not at all. Juggling has a way of bringing people together, it's true.
Yeah.
The guide does a fantastic job of highlighting the global community of jugglers, connected through, shared passion, a love for this art form.
It mentions these incredible gatherings like the International Jugglers Association Festival and the European Juggling Convention. Thousands of jugglers from all walks of life coming together to celebrate and share their skills.
Can you imagine that atmosphere? It's like a melting pot of creativity, camaraderie, with workshops, performances, endless opportunities to connect with fellow enthusiasts, It's a testament to the unifying power of shared passion.
And it's not just these big festivals, is it?
Right.
The guide also talks about, the online communities that are dedicated to juggling, forums, Facebook groups, even subreddits,
Oh, yeah.
where jugglers connect, exchange tips, and support each other's journeys. It's amazing how technology can bridge geographical gaps and foster these niche communities.
Absolutely. These online spaces, they become so invaluable for jugglers of all levels. You have seasoned professionals sharing their insights right alongside beginners who are just, seeking guidance. It's a beautiful cycle of learning and growth.
This whole idea of community really brings us back to one of the guide's most intriguing points. The idea that juggling can be more than just a hobby. It can be a path to self-discovery, skill-building, connection.
I think that's a really powerful takeaway for anyone, even if someone never plans to juggle more than a couple of oranges in their kitchen, right?
Right, exactly.
It's about recognizing that there's depth and richness to be found in unexpected places, and sometimes all it takes is that willingness to explore something new.
So to our listeners, the next time you encounter juggling, whether it's a street performer showcasing their skills or a video you stumble across online, remember, you're not just watching objects being tossed in the air. You're witnessing a display of history, artistry, dedication, and this connection to a global community that spans generations.
That's right.
Who knows, you might even be inspired to give it a try yourself.